Sau đây thì tôi xin mời ông Guru Mallikarjuna, giám đốc điều hành của Bosch Việt Nam, xin bày tham luận với chủ đề là giải pháp IoT toàn diện cho đô thị thông minh.
Good morning, everybody. Happy to be here. My name is Guru Mallikarjuna. I'm heading Bosch Vietnam. I'm here to share what we're doing as Bosch, how we as technology partners are bringing solutions which can help to improve the quality of life. The next 20 minutes, let me share quickly why we are here as Smart City and why we are discussing so much as a priority. And then I take a use case on how we as Bosch are making a difference with the technology. I think most of us know, whether we like it or not, it is definitely something we need to adopt, because there is a big shift in the urbanization from current 7.6 billion people to going towards 9.8 billion in 2050. Also, from a number of people living in cities, from 54% moving towards 70%, which is a huge number when it comes to take the absolute number, which is about today about 3.5 billion people living in cities, then moving to almost doubling to 6 billion. So what does it mean to all of us? You know, it starts definitely impacting the way we lead our life in these big smart cities going to come up in the future. So some of the challenges that obviously we're going to face is the kind of consumption that all of us are going to use. On top of course, there is going to be a lot of congestion, air quality, road safety. But taking some example like energy, for example, right? So every person that we need is about 7,000 kilowatt per person per day. This is going to be a huge challenge when it's going to go into a big population in the future, which means energy will become a big valuable good for all of us. And similarly, more people also means more waste being thrown in the city. So unless we understand that each trash bin in the city is getting filled and somebody is telling us, okay, I'm full and please empty me, you will never know what's going on, and you start throwing more and more garbage in the city. Also, when you have such an organization, we start feeling more and more unsafe, right? So safety and security becomes the biggest key challenging factor which we have to manage together in this ecosystem. And traffic congestion, I mentioned already, you start really losing almost like 46 hours per year of productive because of the traffic jam. It's only today's assumption, but it could only increase going forward in the future. So I don't think any one of us want to be stuck in the traffic forever. But there is of course good news. We just spoke, many speakers spoke about what could come in as future, come in as a technology. So I'm sure we don't have to accept the way it is, and we need to look at how we can change the way we live, the way we connect, the way we start using the data to make our urbanization life more better and more equality for all of us. So the best scenario would be to use the minimum limited resources we always have. It could be the water resource or energy resource or the land resource, how we can best efficiently use it, and then making these people that's using various factors in a city to be most efficiently used, and making the life of many people around us to be able to live this quality of life that I've been mentioning. So some of the small changes that we can bring, as already said, can we make this trash can to become smart? Can it be smart, clever enough to recognize when they're full? Can we start using this data to be able to soon pick them up out of this rather than creating a lot of garbage in the city? Similarly, in terms of cars, if you know how to park them, if you can use this connected technology to make these cars in the right way being parked, I think then we can stop caring about them. And that's where the new technology is coming up, where everything is connected. We as Bosch, we already implemented one along with Daimler to make completely automated car parking, completely autonomous. I mean, no need to have any driver to see where the parking is available and where to keep the car safer. So that's going to happen as we have more and more IoT and more technology breakthroughs comes in. So Bosch that's exactly where we play our role as a technology partner. We start connecting physical world to the data world. And we have solutions around building mobility, governance, security, as well as in the energy. So these are the 5 areas that we are focusing on as our technology partner. As I said, bringing the physical world close to the data world. And this is what is expanded here further to understand what are the different use cases that we can bring. I will go further deeper on specifically on the connected buildings, how we are bringing a big change in the way we start making all those physical construction connectivity start talking to the people and making sure we are seamlessly connected to each other. Can we have this video? I hope it starts playing. So you can see the kind of trends it's coming up in the buildings. If you go a little bit deeper in what's happening in the building industry, where connectivity is becoming a big differentiator. And as you see on the video, you can start observing how IoT and digital technology can make things so seamless and simple, even for a small kid. The small kid that you saw could actually travel through the whole building without being directed by any older person. So that's the simplicity that a building can bring in. And then having this connectivity about where to go, what to do, which floor is what's happening, and the whole the transparency in the information make the people to start becoming more productive and more efficient. So some of the challenges that's coming up in terms of digitalization, urbanization, climate change that we are trying to solve in the scope of a building is, you can see this, how we are trying to leverage the efficiency of the potential in the buildings. So some of the current trends and challenges you see on the left side is that there is a construction boom with demographic change and urbanization, where you see a lot of mega cities are being built up. Energy efficiency and sustainable property utilization is coming up due to the policy requirements, consumer demand, as well as the cost saving which is required in the entire life cycle. There is also a big demand in terms of the workplace transformation. Today with COVID, we also see there is a big demand in how we are going to balance the work remotely. How can we bring more and more co-working, collaboration? Also bringing more non-stationary work, because today's paperless world has to be realized, and creating most optimal working conditions. And definitely digitalization is a way to answer with all the building management system that everybody is looking for. And we expect this will create huge improvement, efficiency in terms of productivity, in terms of maintenance, energy saving, as well as the desks that you have in the office can be most significantly optimized to up to about 50 to 60%. Some of that we have done already in the real world as Bosch. This is one of the Bosch own building where we implemented our solutions, which is controlling the light in the building, the lift. It's actually monitoring the lift, the healthiness of the lift, occupancy of the building, security side, air quality which is inside the building. All this have been now connected through various sensors, and the data is collected, and based on the data we are able to use and make this more efficient and more productive. So we see this is the way to transform, and with our own IoT suite we see there is an opportunity for it. And how are we achieving? There are various types of sensors of course available. It's a kind of partnership network. We try to bring the sensors into these buildings and enable these sensors through our connectivity, through our IoT gateways, to start connecting them into Bosch integrated management system to make our buildings efficient and productive. So some of the features and benefits of our Bosch connected building solution is that it's very fast and easy to connect to not just for the new building but also for an existing building. So we can apply for both greenfield projects as well as for the brownfield projects. It also increases operational transparency for your building management system. So facilities can be managed much more efficiently. And common data lake that would be created into every building subsystem, will make us to get into each one of the data in much more in a subgroup level to start analyzing it, to bring in the efficiency and able to maintain it much better. And it has an open API system, which means the layer, application layer is an open system, so that you can actually start connecting to a third-party sensors or to third-party systems. So bring all Bosch and third-party together to make this whole solution working and more efficient. And some of the projects we have done across the world, I will not go through everything, but yes, there are many projects happened from China to London to Germany and Turkey. So we have many projects running across the world, and that's where we want to see how we can bring Vietnam into this roadmap in Bosch and see if we could use one of the cities here to be our next city. And as Bosch, we are committed to see how to bring more local to local solutions. We have about 2,000 plus engineers here sitting and working in Ho Chi Minh City, delivering local solutions to ensure that we understand the local challenges, customer needs, and able to bring those global solutions to be localized here. So any further comments, any further questions, if you have, you can always reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. So thank you again for this opportunity to be able to stand here and share what Bosch is doing through its technology partnership. Thanks again.